Welcome to the first episode of the Writing the Ropes podcast. I am your host, McKenz, here with my co-host, Win.
What's good with it, bro? What's good
What's
with it?
good? What's good, man?
Man, chilling. You already know. So, hey, bro. So our first pod, bro. I'm hyped to get it popping. I'm hyped to get started, bro. This is something we've been talking about for a minute. So let's get it.
Realistically, it's about a year in the making.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We
So,
finally doing what we got to do, get it off. I'm excited to see where this journey can take us.
yes, sir. Okay, well, let's talk about our matches, bro. Let's talk about what got us into wrestling. Let's talk about how big a fan we are of the WWE product, wrestling products. Let's go. So what got you into it, bro?
Well, I'm a little older than I may let off. I'm an Attitude Era baby.
Okay.
So my first, not really a match, but the very first thing that comes to mind when I think of back then watching wrestling would be the New Age Outlaws coming out. Road Dogg coming out doing his intro for him and Badass Billy Gunn.
Okay. So I don't know, for somebody like me who didn't experience it, what was it like for you to, I guess, see them and see the live performance, see what did it inspire in you? Like, how did it make you feel?
It was always very audience interactive. It was like made for the audience to interact with it. Like having that feeling like that you're kind of like part of the show. It just kind of made you feel it was a good feel. It was a good feeling.
So
they were just
you go ahead.
They were just always so entertaining. Like Road Dogg back then, probably still today, but we don't see too much of them. Super charismatic.
Yeah, facts.
Like the energy that he would just come out with.
Did he? So like I said, I've never seen the entrance. So what did he do during the entrance? Was it similar? I don't know.
So you know how a normal wrestler, their music plays, you have the ring announcer that's introducing them.
Mm-hmm.
No, he did his own intro.
Okay.
For him and Badass Billy Gunn. So the music will play.
Okay.
Music will play. Obviously I'm not as good as Road Dogg, but he'd come out and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Okay. I do. Okay. I've heard that before.
D-Generation X proudly presents your tag team champions of the world.
Yeah, there we go.
The Road Dogg Jesse James. The Badass Billy Gunn. It's the New Age Outlaws.
Okay. I think that's probably the best did you rehearse that? Or was that was fire? That was fire. But as soon as you started doing it, I'm like, okay, I've heard that before. And promotional material, I've seen him do it. He's come back and done reunions with DX or whatever, and he'll go and do that. So
that's when he comes back for that's his whole part of being there for the reunion is so he'll come out and give that intro because that's what the crowd wants.
Yeah, that's heat. I can see why you were put on by that. I don't know. For me, yeah, I told you, I can't really name one specific moment. I think for me, just when I saw Cena, I think that was my first, oh, okay. And this is back when I told you he was doing the thugonomic stuff, right? So, he's doing the rapping and all this stuff.
He's coming out with the whatever city they're in.
Yeah. Jersey, wearing the Boston jersey, New York, whatever. And so I'm like, okay. But, at that time, I'm 5. So I don't really understand anything that's going on or nothing. But probably a year or two after that, I started watching SmackDown with my pops. So every Friday we would sit down and watch SmackDown. And at that time it was when Undertaker was on there consistently, you had Edge, Batista, Khali was there. That's when this shit was Ray. He was on there.
Probably the golden age of SmackDown.
Yep. JBL was there. It's just so many, and it was good. Every week.
Yeah, you had PLE matches for free back then.
They were good. All right, enough about us, bro. Let's go ahead and dive into some of Monday Night Raw. So we watched. What's today? It's the 8th.
It's the 8th.
December 8th edition of Monday Night Raw. So, what do we think?
Overall, pretty mid episode of Raw.
Damn.
That beat down on LA Knight though.
Damn. We just went straight for the, yeah, that shit was mid, bro. Come on, Hunter.
Hey,
Said
what
it's
the
mid.
fans will come to find out, I only keep it honest.
No, for
It's
sure.
from
For sure.
I only keep it honest. I'm a WWE fan, not strictly a WWE fan. I'm not the biggest AEW guy, but I will venture out. But I'm not one of those WWE fans that can't see the wrong in what WWE is doing.
Right.
I
Right.
will be the first to critique WWE in something.
Right. That's where we, we agree a lot, bro. We're always thinking about like, okay, we're not bookers, but dude, like we've experienced so much and seen so many different eras of wrestling to a point now where we're like we know what the fans want because we are fans, but the executives in WWE would have you believe you don't know what you want until we put it in front of you. It's like, no, bro.
Yeah,
Like, no,
right.
bro. We
It's
know.
like,
We know. But no, let's talk about Raw. Yes, the beatdown on LA Knight was brutal. Like I told you on the phone before we started, bro, like that was the most vicious beatdown I've seen since Cena and the Nexus, bro. Like that,
to this.
I haven't seen anything remotely close to a beatdown like that since then. That was a drawn out beatdown.
Yeah, to be honest, I still can't put since the Nexus scene, I can't put a beat down over it.
It's crazy, bro. I was like, yeah, they beat him up in the ring.
Like,
What he took a
usual
spear,
beat,
2 tsunamis in the ring, and
and
he got
he took the stomp off the
stomped from the masked man.
yeah. And then he got the frog splash from Logan Paul,
Yeah, he took that too.
and
And
then he
then,
got the spear to the 2 tsunamis.
yeah,
Then you thought it was done because they came and
I'm
rode his
still
ass out the
swinging.
ring.
I'm still swinging. I'm going. I'm still
And
alive.
you got Braun Breaker in the ring giving his picture perfect Steiner ass
No,
promo.
let's stop right there. Cause like, yes, but no. Cause the first thing that popped into my head was the old Edge promo. When he did that shit, I forgot who he was fighting. I forgot who he was in a program with, but he did the exact same promo where he was like, spear, 1, 2, 3, spear, spear, spear. I forgot who it was. This is back when this is back in the whole La Familia faction when Zack Ryder had just came up, Kurt Hawkins was there. They were basically like the Edgeheads, right? So I can't remember who he was in a rivalry with, but I will look it up and I'll send
I'm
it to you.
sure by the time this is posted, we could get a
Yeah,
clip or something added in to find it.
but that shit reminded me of that. But no, go ahead, continue.
No, why? It's not so much what the promo entailed that I say it's Steiner-esque. It's the energy behind the promo.
Okay, yeah, no, it's always intense with him. I mean, both of them. So they're always
But
dogs.
you got him going off in the ring, so you think it's ending on a
Him going
promo,
off in the ring, yeah.
and then you got LA Knight pushing security away.
He's like, no, I'm not done. You sure? Are you sure about that? That John Cena meet? Are you sure about that?
And then they put him through the table. They're gonna walk off, and then you got LA Knight in there talking about you look like a bunch of bitches to me.
I didn't even hear that. Who said that?
Yeah,
He said
LA
that?
Knight did. Yeah, after they put him through the table and they were gonna walk off, and then Braun stopped and like looked because he was getting up again, and that you could hear him say he's not in the picture, but you could hear him say, "You look like a bunch of bitches to me." And that's when they started. They picked his ass up and took him over to the car.
All right.
You know, LA Knight's always gonna
He was asking for that shit, bro. He was asking for that shit.
didn't have a single soul in the building to help him out.
That was the saddest part. I was like, ain't nobody gonna show, bro. It's bad when the security's getting up.
Right, the security, the ones taking the beat,
Yeah.
trying to help him.
Yeah, you had one dude get his head smacked on the car, the hood of the car. Another one got smacked. His head got smacked on the table before it was broken. I was like, bruh, these guys are not getting paid enough for that.
No, they're definitely not. Their insurance is definitely not covering that.
All right, so that's the biggest thing that happened, but
I
we
would
could
say,
talk
yeah.
about, let's go ahead and talk about the top of the show, right? So that's obviously the end of the show. Let's talk about the first thing that happened. So first thing that happened, obviously, we find out on Friday night that Gunther's gonna be Cena's last opponent. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go ahead and
Okay, so to clear it, it's not that I dislike Gunther. You know, I like Gunther a lot. It's just from some of the talent that was in this tournament, Gunther was the one man that didn't need it.
yep,
You know,
agreed.
not even 6 months ago, you retired Goldberg. So within one calendar year, realistically, within 6 months,
Yep.
you are retiring two legends in this game. Like, you got the Goldberg one. You could have made somebody else out of this tournament. But now, with that being said, I'm not, the match is going to be good. So
Yeah, I mean,
it's, the in-ring part of it is I'm not really worried about. It's just, like I said, you could have made somebody else with that point or from the tournament.
yeah, I mean, we talked about this at length already, bro. Like, I'm in total agreement with you. Like, I I like Gunther, but he didn't need it. That's really what we're all, hung up on right now, is that he doesn't need it. He's already won a world title. He's
Twice.
had, yeah, he's held it for an extended amount of time.
And he's already the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion.
Right. So he really, how does it benefit him? Like, what's the point? Where are we going with it? What are we?
I've got a theory. I don't know exactly the timeline of said theory, but I believe it's leading to Gunther versus Brock.
Okay.
Now, do I agree that you need to do all this to get Gunther versus Brock? No,
Because you don't. You could do that
not at
right
all.
now.
You could have did that before he retired Goldberg, to be honest with you.
Easily.
Like, you don't need all this. It's just they're building him up for something.
But again, he's already,
And I know they're trying to build him up even more, is what I'm saying.
yeah.
And the only character within WWE I could see that being for is Brock. Because if it's not for Brock, that
Roman.
character it's not for Rome. They're both main event talents, but when it comes to Roman isn't at the point yet where he's going to be putting a bunch of talent over. Not yet. So the timeline doesn't fit.
I like that. That's cool. Because I can see that. He's still got a little bit more before he starts.
He's still got at least another reign with the title.
100%.
Where I think
Probably more than that. But
I know I'm only limited to one because you never know what could happen in WWE. Where Brock, I don't really see Brock winning another title.
what would be the point?
Not, that's it, and
I
that's the
mean, I
thing. There's
mean,
really
if you're
no
going,
point.
if you're gonna put the strap on Brock, who's fighting him and for what reason? Like
The only,
it'd have to
the
be,
only,
it'd have to be something like you have the strap on him, and then our preferred candidate for retiring Cena, you'd have LA Knight fight him, and then it would mean something because now you have a star who's not a megastar having to fight a megastar to then claim the ultimate prize. But that's what I would think. But could be wrong.
I mean, I told you who I thought should have came out of the
The
tournament.
tournament, yeah, we both know the tournament, but I mean, as far as who would you put against Brock if he had the title that could benefit from it? Probably the only one I could think of right
Yeah,
now is LA.
would be LA. He's the only one close enough to that cusp.
Right. So that would be the thing with that. But I mean, let's
That's what I said. That's my only theory on it, where they could be heading with it.
shit.
WWE is infatuated with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, can't we tell? He ended the Undertaker streak.
Undertaker streak. He ragdolled Cena twice.
Yep, twice. We thought once was enough.
Nope, he had to come back and do it again during his retirement tour to have no
Thought you
follow
were
up on
getting
it.
off easy, bro?
Yeah, right.
Nah.
It had no follow up on it.
Nope.
Didn't even interact at all after that.
He ain't got enough time. Cena ain't got enough time.
Then why even have Lesnar part of it?
They wanted to give fan service, but the whole time it's like
That's not the nostalgia act we wanted to see.
exactly. It's like why Why? That was a whole waste. It was a waste of time. There's, we talked about other wrestlers we wanted to see fight Cena, like rivals. Miz
Yeah,
came up.
didn't even have an interaction.
Nothing with Miz, bro, at all. I would have liked to have seen Cope. I know he's in AEW,
Yeah,
but I would
I
have
knew
loved
how
to
far
seen.
fetched. I,
It wasn't
I
gonna
just hate
happen.
how I know. I just hate how the timing on everything happened with that.
I would have loved to seen that.
He's gone for maybe a year, and then that's when Cena
Cena's
comes
like,
out like, "This
I'm
is my
retiring.
retirement," or
He's
yeah,
like, damn,
like
but okay.
especially because with the rivalry of Edge and Cena, that was really, what I'm saying, cut short. Because Edge was forced to retire in the height of his career, and
Exactly.
by the time Edge got cleared to come back, Cena wasn't a full
Full
time.
time. Yep. I mean, it's tough. So we talked Miz, we talked Edge. I would have liked to have seen him fight Sheamus. I would have liked,
That
like, there's just, I could keep counting the superstars that I feel should have gotten at least one more interaction with him.
I think we really just got a. I think we got a bad taste in our mouth because of the failed heel run that has nothing to do with John. It really kind of soured things, and it led to you having to do it led to you having to do the Orton match and the Punk match without really any kind of build. Not, obviously nothing that he has is going to have an extended build,
Because
but
of the time window. Yeah.
to have such great rivals like that, you really have like 2 to 3 weeks, really. And that's how you're putting a bow on the
And
rivalry.
it's not like he's there every single week.
Yeah, right,
So you would get 4 weeks to a build. He may show up 2 of those 4 weeks.
right.
Maybe.
And
Maybe.
the other 2 weeks are on the other competitor to
Carry
hold
it
it
or
up.
hold it up.
But I think we all wanted to see Cena turn heel, but the intriguing aspect of him turning heel at WrestleMania was the deal with The Rock.
That never got touched on. But I don't know if you saw the text message in the group chat that our boy sent, but he sent a picture. I'm gonna put it up. It is hilarious because I was like, dude, I could totally see this happening. It was so Cena raises Gunther's hand at the end, raises his
Oh
hand,
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it was
and then
The
Rock comes
Rock
out,
come
and
when
he's
he's like
like,
he's not happy because he went back. What was it? He went back face or something. But ultimately, it's that's the final match is him against fucking The Rock.
that's what it needs to be. That would, and I've told you, when it first happened, I was
That
like,
would put
this is
it's
perfect. I was like,
yeah.
this is
When it
perfect.
first happened, we both were in agreement that it was leading to a final match with The Rock.
Bro. I'm like, if it
And then
doesn't, it's just gonna be a really, really, really bad taste. It's already a really, really, really bad taste, but it's about to be a
and what did they
catastrophic.
try to do? What did they try to do to make up for it? They sent us fucking Travis Scott.
Yeah,
Like
since it's Travis Scott.
Smack or SummerSlam, everybody's expecting The Rock to show up. They send Travis Scott.
Hey, bro, Travis Scott's that guy.
Huh.
He's
How
that
often have you
guy.
seen him since?
We ain't gonna talk about that, but like I said, I mean,
The same guy that was training in the ring in WWE said, "Nah, we ain't with that shit."
I still feel like, we can talk about this on another episode more,
Oh yeah, we can.
but Cena and Rock definitely needs to be it needs to be the final match. I don't like, even if you want to put over the younger talent, like give the fans that, but I don't
You're
think
not even doing that though.
I
That's the thing. It's like you're not
yeah,
even putting over younger talent.
you're not even, yeah, you're using already established talent. So is it even really passing the torch? Not really. But okay,
You know what I'm saying? It's not like Gunther is going to be the man or the top guy for the next 10 to 15 years.
let's go. Let's talk about Raw and talk about the matches. Let's just talk about the matches at
Yeah,
first. So we had EO and Kyrie first. So what would you?
probably best match of the night.
Yeah,
Easily best match of the night.
yeah, probably best match of the night.
I told you
Is it? Yeah, I guess it is. I was
I
I
would
was
say
gonna I was gonna say the tag match because I thought the tag match was pretty good.
it was pretty good.
So
It
I
was
mean,
pretty good,
I
but
would probably give them both about the. I don't know. Yeah, I guess if you want to put the first match first, that's fine. That's fine. I would.
it's
You're not
just
gonna get an argument from me about it.
anything with EO in it, it's gonna be near the top.
So
Anything with EO in a wrestling match, let me clarify that,
that
is
would
gonna be at the
be
top of the card.
1A, 1B. So 1B being the tag match.
Yeah, the
Okay.
tag match was definitely second best of the
The
night.
tag match, and then we had what, Roxanne and Lyra.
I personally would probably put LA and Logan above that,
Yeah.
only because of what it led to.
Just all the shenanigans that came with it.
Yeah, like what it led to, and I mean, Lyra and Roxanne was still a decent match.
Yeah, I mean,
You
it
know,
wasn't bad. It wasn't a snore fest. So,
I'm not the biggest Lyra fan. We
we
talked
talked
about
about,
this. There's a reason Bailey has been saddled with her,
yep,
and
or more or less the other way
she,
around.
yeah,
Because,
she's been saddled to Bailey,
yeah,
and she can go in the ring. She just has no charisma,
that's,
unfortunately.
and she'll get it. I think she's getting better.
Yeah,
More,
she'll get
and
there.
that's why she's with Bailey. We talked about that,
Right.
but
That's what Bailey is there for, is to teach her.
it's just like, dog, I can't, I don't need to see this anymore. If they're not ready, they're not ready, dude. That's my thing. It's like, I feel like
That
some of these guys or some of the talent they bring up kind of prematurely, or they try to strap that rocket too early and it fizzles out because they don't know what they have yet.
Yeah, right. It's like the talent hasn't really figured out who they are for the audience yet.
They're still going
And
based on their
but
NXT
the thing
audience,
is,
which is completely
yeah,
different than the Raw SmackDown main roster audience.
exactly. But the thing is they're never really going to send somebody back down, because
But they get lost in limbo.
you get this is the thing though, where the business side of it comes into it. It's once you come up, you get the main roster bump and pay.
So now you can't even, yeah.
Once you go back down, you don't lose the main roster bump and pay. That's why guys like Baron Corbin got released, is because
I can't afford to
he,
keep paying you to be in NXT.
yeah,
If I'm paying you that type
I
of
can
money, you
release
better
you.
be on the main roster.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, I get that.
And how reliable of a guy was Baron Corbin for WWE for years.
Right.
May
Shit.
not have the accolades, but if you need a heel to be beat, who do they call
Baron
on?
Corbin. Yeah, been okay. So back to the matches. I don't think there were any more full matches.
No, only other thing would have been we were supposed to have Finn and Ray,
But yeah, and then Logan
but
Paul.
then that's when Logan Paul attacked Ray, and then the Masked Man showed up for the first time.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. So
Which already has deduced my theory.
is
I
it,
thought
who do you got? Is it Theory or is it somebody else? Because we're talking Theory, but now we don't know, or are we still
no, I still think it's theory.
okay? Do you have any other theories? No pun intended. About
No, on somebody else it could be.
yeah. I mean, we
I
talked
mean,
about
the
we
only
know.
other theory I had would be the theory that I pushed about it possibly being Seth, but at the end of the day, it makes
I
no
hope
sense
it's
for it to
not,
be
bro.
Seth and help the Vision.
I hope it's not him. I hope it's not him.
And but obviously that's what they're trying to play into. That's why this Masked Man is hitting
Just
the
hitting the
stomp.
stomp. Yeah.
But I think it's going to be theory. I think next time you see him is going to be January 5th at the title match with Punk and Braun.
So we talked about this before, like right at the end of Raw. Are we expecting a confrontation between LA and the Masked Man, or LA and
I
the
don't know.
Vision?
I don't know if it's really going to be with him and the Masked Man, but obviously there's going to be shenanigans within that match.
We're not getting a clean finish.
It's not going to be a clean finish either way. With how LA was beat down tonight, I don't think we see him until January 5th. And I think there's going to be shenanigans going on to screw Punk, and LA is going to be the reason why Punk keeps the title.
Yeah.
But then if that happens, because that like goes against my initial theory that I told you where Braun was going to be winning the title. And in that one, I had Braun winning the title and Punk winning the Elimination Chamber to get a rematch at Mania. And that's when Seth would come back and screw Braun out of the title in a way that's shocking because he in turn helped CM Punk, a
It's
man
like
who he hates, win the title. But I think this theory is now to a point where we have a Knight helping Punk keep the title, and it's going to lead to Braun winning the Rumble.
all right, so say that again. You said
So January 5th,
right
my initial theory was Braun winning, Punk winning Elimination Chamber to go on to Mania, and Seth would return at Mania to screw Braun. My new theory is CM Punk retaining,
on the 5th.
Braun
Yep.
on the 5th,
Yep.
Braun winning the Rumble
Okay.
for another match at Mania. And I think in this theory, Seth doesn't return at Mania. You have Braun win and Seth returns Raw after Mania. And you have him be the first feud for Braun and help establish that title reign.
Who's the face? Seth, right? I assume.
Yeah, Seth would be, I'm
Because
not
he's
saying he'd be
returning
like a full face, but
neutral. Neutral
yeah,
face. Because
he'd be the closest thing in the feud to a face.
yeah, I could see that. I could see that's interesting. That's interesting because I think, we talked about how CM Punk, the way they're using him now, it's kind of like, I know we know he's gonna drop it. It's like it's good to see him win it, but we know he's gonna
You
drop
know,
it.
he's not gonna have an extended title reign.
Right.
He's not having a
So
year-long title reign.
no, it's those days are gone. So it's interesting because he could lose it on the 5th. He could very well lose it on the 5th. But I think you're right. I think it's more likely for him to lose it later. But I don't know if he loses it later, does he lose it at Mania? I think he loses it before Mania. That could be a possibility. I don't even think he
The
walks
thing
into
about it,
Mania with the belt.
though is they really don't. You have to think from Rumble to Mania, the champions don't really defend their titles.
That's also true. That's also true. I mean, you're gonna have a title match at Rumble, and you'll probably have a title match at Elimination Chamber.
So, and that's what
So he's
kind
gonna
of
have
goes.
3 title defenses: 5th, the Rumble, and Elimination
But
Chamber.
now you have to play into who is he gonna be fighting?
Is he gonna fight Braun all 3 times?
I think you overdo it then if that's where unless you're
That's
not
what I'm
taking
saying.
it to Mania. If you're not taking it to Mania, then maybe.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna drag that feud out to Mania, that's overdoing it. 4 times within 3 months of defense.
That's OD. No, the max I've ever. I won't say
The
the
only
max,
other thing
but
I could
3 is
see is
usually.
it would be Braun. It would be Braun at January 5th. Say Bronson at Rumble. You could have Logan Paul, or by this time the Masked Man is uncovered and
Now you're
he could,
fighting
and now you're fighting him at
because we both think
Elimination
still
Chamber.
is gonna be a new member, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
I think whoever this is, I think it's a clever play by Paul Heyman to act like he doesn't know who this
but
is.
he knows.
Of course, when doesn't Paul know?
Mm-hmm. You walrus.
Orca.
But nah. Okay. So let me look at the notes here. So we talked about the matches. Let's
We
talk about
had
some of our we had some random thoughts going on. So what did we think about the tag team segment where we had the Dragon Lee and AJ, we had the Usos reunited, we had who was it? The War Raiders, right?
it was at the end it was the New Day,
The
the
New Day,
Usos, and Dragon Lee and AJ. And
right?
that's when the Usos came out and stated that they were back in the tag team division, which I think for the short term, I think is the play. Like I told you while we were watching the episode, when they eventually win the tag team titles back, is Jay satisfied with it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry, but everything could look cool now. Once Roman's music hits and he shows back up, all bets are off the window.
So, but okay, so that's what I'm saying. So, how do you think it ends? Because my my question to you when you first said it was, okay, so if Roman comes back, my whole thing, just so the
How does it
audience
end?
knows,
How does it end?
my whole thing is just so the audience knows is that I think that Jay should be a heel if they're gonna go a solo run because I feel like the whole yeet movement and everything, it's still great, but it's capped. It can't get any more popular because he's already won the title from, from being at the bottom, and he worked his way up. And now
Yeah,
everybody's seen that. So the only way for him to rise his popularity even more is to go heel as a solo act. If he is going to be yeet, 4 letters, 1 word, okay, he's going to do that. He's got to be in a tag team because that allows him to stay face without letting his popularity drop
yeah.
off.
That's why I said for the short term, it's cool.
So does he? So yeah, my question for you would be: does he, when Roman does come back and they do have that interaction, does he, I guess, bend the knee to Roman and just say,
It's not
"Yeah"?
necessarily no, it's not. It's not bending the knee to Roman. If you notice what Roman is telling him, it's not to fall back in line as a lackey to Roman.
So
He's telling them to go get that World Heavyweight Championship back and bring it back to the family.
while Roman, but I thought he wants both titles.
Who?
Roman.
Roman don't want both titles.
But didn't he say that title would look good
He
on me?
he said, but he also told them when Punk asked him who he was talking to that was up to them to decide.
That's also
And
true.
are we going to ignore the ending of War Games on how he
Yeah, he
helped up
dapped up.
Punk
Yeah, and then
and dapped up Punk?
yeah, that's true. That's also true. Some good points.
And then right after that, we had a face to face with Cody and told him this is the last time we'll ever be. I think we're leading to this is that honestly, the Roman, the leading to Roman and Cody 3 is the reason why a part of me thinks that Braun is winning on the 5th. Because Braun winning on the 5th opens up Roman winning the Rumble to get back to Cody, with also having a chance for Punk
To get back at
to get
Braun.
back to Braun, with having the win in his hometown of Chicago in Elimination Chamber.
No, that's interesting. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's
And then
actually the most
because
likely.
to be honest with you, before Seth got hurt, I think the original plan was to have Seth Roman at Mania for the World Heavyweight Champion.
Because
I
that's,
think that was fully the plan.
and that's what it needs to be. I know it can't be, obviously, circumstances, but
Well, Roman eventually has to get the whole stigma when it comes to Roman and Rollins
it
is
can't beat,
Roman can't beat Seth when it counts the most.
can't beat him.
Eventually Roman's got to get that dub.
Shit, or he might not.
Or right, or he might not.
I think, I'm not going to lie to you, I think it makes his character better if that's the one chip in his armor. Because he can do everything else. He's Superman. But what's his kryptonite? If he beats Seth, he has none. If he beats Seth, he has none. So
That's true.
I think if character wise, you leave it the way it is and you let Seth continue to beat, because that's the one man he can't beat when it matters the most. Obviously, he can beat him sometimes in a singles match or sometimes with shenanigans. But when it comes to a championship match,
Shit. Even during the tribal chief run, he didn't beat Seth. He had to choke Seth out.
so I
So they
mean,
didn't even, you know what I'm saying?
he's never gonna.
If they wouldn't give him the win during the tribal chief run, are they really, it leaves the question out there, are they ever going to give it to him?
Like I said, I'm of the opinion that you let Seth have that, because again, that's your kryptonite. That's your balance that you have. Because without it, what was Cena's? Cena didn't have one, and that's what a lot of people got fed up with Cena, because he had no kryptonite. He was beating everyone.
He would overcome. Like, yeah, he might lose to somebody, but he's going to overcome them
Yes,
at some point.
yes. I think you make it more compelling when you have a superhero that's not perfect. That's just me.
I wouldn't even call I'm a superhero.
Yeah,
He
man.
gets it. Oh yeah, I get why you say it because he gets a hero like pop every time he comes back.
And
But
that was the original vision for him.
yeah,
I get what that's not what it is.
they wanted it to be him as a face,
Yeah. That was
and
the
the way
original.
that they put him out there.
Yeah. Not the organic growth that he had. But this is what they wanted from jump.
Well,
They wanted him to be.
the thing that everybody wanted from the moment that he left the Shield was they wanted him to be this badass heel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what the crowd wanted. Vince had his sights set
I
on
need my
this was the new John Cena.
I need my new Hulk. I need my new Rock. I need my new Stone Cold.
Yeah,
This is him. This is what I imagine. And so that's how he packaged it. And that the only reason why, and I hate to say this, bro, because I actually like Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson, but the only reason why he got the push that he did is because of the backlash with Roman. It's because everybody was against Roman and being forced
they
that
were being,
narrative. They were
yeah,
like, I'm being
they
rebellious.
were,
I'm going the other way. Complete
they
opposite.
were, and they were like willing to make their voice heard
Yeah.
to the point where you had to
You
put them
had
in
to, because I'm about to boo your guy out the building. He's not drawing, so I get it, but
in that. But I do think this Rumble is Roman's to lose.
yeah, I can't see anybody else winning it. At least not right now.
The only reason I say that is because if you look back at like any of the absolute top guys, they all have multiple Rumble wins. Cena's got multiple. Woody's got
Doesn't Stone
Cody's
Cold
got multiple. Stone Cold has the most.
and Orton's got two.
Orton's got two. Rain and think of it. Do you want to with
Hunter?
with Roman?
Doesn't Hunter have two?
Hunter was never an absolute top guy though, and I think he does have two
I think he does have two.
because he's got the 14 one that he beat when they forced Roman to put the title up in it.
He got that one, and I think he has another one in like
One, well, yeah,
early two
early
thousands.
something. I can't think of the exact year, but
I
he's
feel
got
like
one like early 2000s.
yeah. So I mean, I think you're right though. All the top guys, they usually
And especially with the one that Roman does have, the crowd being so absolutely against it that you bringing The Rock out couldn't even save it.
that was hard to watch. That was hard to watch. Cause I remember that day. That man came out there and everybody, and it's like you never thought that you would hear the crowd boo a face Rock. Cause he wasn't heel Rock. He was face Rock, but they booed
Yeah,
face Rock. He came out there,
all
boots the
because
asses,
yeah, and
and
they
they
still booed him
they were
all
like, bro,
because
we
of
already
who was
know what
next
you
to
out
him.
here for. We already know what you out here for.
Yeah, we know that's your cousin.
So it's like we don't even, yeah. I think, but thankfully I think they learned from that. I think most I don't I haven't seen an instance where a character has been just shoved down the audience's throat. I think it's
That was the
now
last
more,
time.
yeah. It's ever since then it's been straight up. How does a crowd react to you? And if you draw and you're drawing that reaction and we're hearing that pop every week and we're hearing that, okay, you got it. You're hot. You got it. So we'll give you storylines for that. We'll put you in prominent TV spots. But
Can I say one thing about tonight's show? Lack of Dom.
yeah, he was there for like 2 minutes,
He was
one
there for
segment.
the segment,
But
which we
that's
can
it.
actually get into if you want, because
Yeah, I mean,
That's when Stephanie came
Stephanie
out,
and
and
Raquel
then
and
Nikki Bella.
Nikki.
It it's just
I still remember her seeing her
what
live as a kid. I was like, man, if she seen me, maybe I could get her number, bro. Maybe if she would just see me, I'm standing, Nikki, and then she waved at me. I was like, yes, thank you.
never got that number though, huh?
Sadly, not. No,
She was too caught up with
that's what it was. But nah, go
playing his
ahead, bro.
roles.
But nah, what's so what do we feel like? How do we feel about? Because we saw Raquel come out there, so I'm assuming now she's the number one contender for the World Women's Championship, right?
That's what it seems like, which I'm actually happy about.
Yeah, she deserves it.
I like to see somebody different get a shot. I didn't want to see a Stephanie. There was no need for a Stephanie Nikki rematch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This women's division is so evolved past Nikki Bella that there's really, in my humble opinion, there's really no need for her.
That's tough, but
Well, I mean,
she is a Hall of
like I
Famer.
said,
Shit, shit.
she's there to be a big name to put under people's belts and on their resume.
Yep,
But you have bigger names on your roster that can do that
do the same thing
already.
and put on better matches.
Like you have a Becky on your roster. You have a Charlotte on your roster. You have a Bailey on your roster.
You got
Like
talent. Talent.
You have top names that would do more for a resume than a Nikki Bella 15 years out of her prime.
Right. Right. I mean,
You know,
do
I'm not
we
mad at that she's back, but she shouldn't be involved in
the capacity that she's involved?
the
No.
top titles. If she wants to go like for the mid cards, or she wants to get in a tag team to go after the women's tag team, I can see that. But
But I mean,
the,
we got to look at it too. Like, didn't Trish Stratus just do the same thing? Trish Stratus came back, and didn't she like have a shot at the world title?
it was no, see, that was different. They gave Tiffany the option of who she wanted to fight,
Okay.
and she picked Trish. That's different than Nikki Bella coming out after she lost a title fight
Well, I think.
and
Well,
demanding another. I demand a rematch.
it's the
Her
way.
exact words.
It's the way that it was written and the way that it was booked. Because at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
like
the way that they booked it is the same.
I'm not totally against. Okay, you had the difference between Tiffany and Nikki is one, or sorry, not Tiffany, Trish and Nikki is Trish is better in the ring.
100%. 110%. Yeah.
At
110%.
least you know you're gonna get a decent match out of, you're gonna get Trish that can hold her own weight. And what was it? It was one match because they were in her hometown,
That's true. Yep.
and it was it.
One off.
It was a one off. If this was a one off with Nikki, and which I have a feeling it's not, we're just gonna get a detour
And she's
with
going to be back in the thick of
Raquel.
it. You think she's going to be back in the thick of it?
I don't think you think she's gonna just give up.
I think I think
I
she, I
hope
think,
I
I think,
hope
I
I
think
hope
like
this was her way of like them pushing her to the back of the line. I hope
that's,
that's what this was.
and that's what I was getting ready to say. Like, I think what you said, they know WWE, like they know. So, and they know why she's there. So I think she's already served that purpose. So I think this segment was her being like, okay, I'm done. Y'all got it. I
And
don't think now the Nikki, if we were booking Nikki 10 years ago, you
yeah, that's
know,
a different story.
yeah, she's vindictive. She'll come back. She'll get her vengeance, whatever. But now there's no point. What's the point of her trying to still fight for that? You know, it just makes you seem like a bitter old lady. So it's like,
Speaking of bitter,
what?
how was Liv feeling about Raquel getting that
Oh, yeah,
number one contender match?
yeah.
She didn't look
You
too happy.
you already know how that's about to go, bro. You already know how that's going.
I think it's a possibility Raquel may take the title off Stephanie just to lead. I told you.
Yeah,
I could
I
see
think she
if
might win
Raquel
it.
takes the title off of Stephanie, that it could lead to the dissension finally of the Judgment Day, because God knows why WWE is holding on to the Judgment Day when
Because it's the only stable they have.
but it's quite clear that Dom has outgrown it.
Yeah, I mean,
You've hinted at Finn turning on Dom for how long at this point?
yep.
I feel like Raquel winning the World Heavyweight title championship from Stephanie could lead to Dom and Liv leaving the Judgment Day, which would slowly dissolve the Judgment Day.
Yeah, I mean,
Or like it could also play the factor of Liv inadvertently costing Raquel in the championship match. Like Liv could come out there to help Raquel,
and then fuck
or
it up,
what looks to
mess
be
it up.
yeah, what looks to help Raquel and mess it up, and Raquel takes it as she was out there to sabotage.
Mm.
Because like I told you, Liv and Roxanne were button heads before Liv got hurt, and you bring Liv back and you just drop all of that. That's not who Liv is. Liv's not just dropped.
We both know she's.
We've seen that with Rhea,
Yeah, I don't.
and
Oh, go ahead.
the way she even after like she fake supported Raquel, and the way she looked at Roxanne, that didn't look like,
That's not
yeah,
supportive.
I'm ready to be your partner. Let's go win these tag team champions.
You know, there's something
I
behind
think
that.
they're, I think they're going to, I think they're going to get a shot. I think they're going to lose, and I think Roxanne's going to be the one to take the pin, so Liv can blame Roxanne on why they didn't win.
We've seen that played out
I
so
think,
much. We've seen that happen so much. But I'm not saying you're wrong. You're probably right because it's just that predictable at this point. But I would hope that they go the route just of
or
something different. Raquel wins the
or
title. and
Or
that
give
create
all of them the title, give all of them the titles, and have like a slow dissension. For it's time for the Judgment Day.
yeah, I mean, we both agree on that. Like I said, I think you give Raquel the world title and then you let that create the dissension. I think because for me personally, nothing against Stephanie, but again, I think what happens is they take these NXT talents and they strap that rocket immediately. And sometimes it works. And Paige, remember Paige? It worked for her.
So you're saying it's not working for Stephanie?
I'm not saying it's not going to work. I'm just saying I'm not quite sure about it. And I'm saying that
Do you not
Raquel,
hear the crowd reaction?
yeah, I hear the crowd reaction, but I'm saying she works hard, bro. She's not bad. She's a good wrestler,
I'm
and
not
she
saying she
could.
don't deserve it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if she
I'm
were to get
saying
it, it wouldn't be the
it's a
worst thing in the
disservice.
world.
It's a disservice this early into Stephanie's career if you're going to take the title off her and not have it lead to dissension within the like.
Yeah, I mean that's what it would be
Because
for.
so often what happens with some of these like women's title changes is they try somebody new that just doesn't, and the women's title then falls into like the background of shit. Like, look when Julia had the U.S. title. People forgot there was even a women's U.S. title because she was never defending it. She wasn't put on the forefront. And I get it. I get what people are going to say. That's a mid-card title. But even look so much as to
But
like
even
look
the
back
mid
to
card
when
titles, bro, we
Liv,
talk about the mid card titles how they need to be elevated anyway.
but
So
even with the world heavyweight champion, look when Liv was feuding with Rhea.
mm,
It really wasn't about the title. The title was like second place.
secondary to the actual beef itself. Yeah, I get it.
So it's like if you're going to take the title off of her, it's got to lead to some. So if it leads, like I told you, if it leads to the Judgment Day dissolving, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, you don't take it off her for no reason. That's not what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But again, I'm not opposed to Raquel having it. And I think because of how long she's been there and the body of
The
work that she
only
has,
reason
she could carry it.
the
She could
only
carry it.
only reason I don't see WWE doing it is because they don't have the best track record on having somebody half-ass booked to then just going to win the World Heavyweight. Usually there's some small momentum build up to it.
Even minuscule, a week,
Like,
they'll be like, okay,
yeah,
yeah, let's
like
take a
now
Raw and just,
if she just starts fucking running through the whole roster over the next couple of weeks, my mind might change.
I,
But
I'm like I said, I'm still of the mindset, and I agree with you. I'm not saying she's going to win it. I'm not even saying that she has a high chance to win it, but I think she could win it. She has a chance to win it, and I think that if she does get it, she'll do a solid job with it. I don't think she'll
I just
fold.
think the more obvious option is going to have Liv try to be involved, and she's going to inadvertently screw Raquel out of it.
That's your safest bet, I
That's
think.
what I think they're gonna, and that's what WWE does more often.
Go with the safe bet, right? All right, let's see. Is there anything else we want to touch on? I mean, we basically tapped on everything. I'm trying to see. We got all our matches. We talked about Gunther and Cena. We didn't talk about Rey Mysterio regrew his mustache.
Hey,
That's newsworthy.
He saw how Dom was growing that stash out. He was like,
Yeah, gotta get some, bro. That boy
I gotta get mine back.
was doing the mustache joint that Tyler Bate be doing.
Only to get taken on.
Hey, bro, they always got to do Ray crazy, bro. I
It's,
don't. They do, and he's a Hall of Famer too. But
yeah,
I
bro.
felt like tonight they just decided, all right, all the Hall of Famers, y'all are just gonna look like straight trash today. Like fucking, who was it? Nikki, she got destroyed, just threw into the ring post, tossed to the side, just straight disrespect.
Oh God, just thrown into the ring post on the left.
And then
And then Raquel turned around and kicked up like she kicked up the dirt on her.
and then you got Ray just getting absolutely manhandled. Like he showed a little bit of
Well,
fight. He showed more
we were
fight than
watching.
Nikki, but
Yeah, he was getting the upper hand. It
yeah,
took the man showing up
yeah,
to
yeah.
all 5'7", 175 pounds. You need a whole second grown man.
Hey, bro, Big Show couldn't take Ray down. So if he
I'm
could,
just talking. Yeah, if Big Show can't take, I know damn well Logan Paul ain't taking him down.
But nah. All right, I think this was a.
Can we talk about Logan Paul in the Vision for a little bit?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Just touch on it.
Yeah, go
Why
ahead.
is he there?
Why do you think he's there?
I mean, obviously he brings eyes to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason
So,
Logan Paul's around.
are we talking about why is he in the Vision or why is he in
Yeah,
WWE?
why is he in the Vision? No, I know why he's in WWE. He's
Okay, yeah,
entertaining in the ring. I'm not
yeah,
one of them people who are oblivious to that.
yeah, right. So we know
But
why he's there
Logan Paul doesn't do anything.
for the Vision itself.
Not even for, yes, I agree with that. But what I was gonna say is he doesn't do anything without something being returned in favor. So am I supposed to
I see what you're
sit
saying already.
here and believe that he's going to help Braun win the title and just be happy with that? Or is this just like a short, you think this is just like a short-lived?
It's hard to tell because a couple of weeks ago, or probably about a month ago, before he joined the Vision, he had that one moment where he was like showing some courage, showing some gumption.
Like, yeah, like he was gonna be face.
Yeah.
And I remember
So
you texted me, you were like, how long is he gonna be face for? And it didn't last, it lasted to the end of the show.
it's just gone. So it's hard to tell because for me, I would want to see what he can do as a face. He's yet to try
I
that.
would be curious. I think the reason WWE won't do it is because I don't think he will ever get a
A positive
natural.
reaction.
Yeah, it's just so easy
He's
to boo
already
him.
hated. He was
Yeah,
already hated before he got there.
he's already so hated that that's the whole reason he is a heel, because they just know the reaction he's gonna get.
Yeah. No, I get it. But it's hard to tell. Because again, like you said, what does he do for the Vision that nobody else can do?
Exactly. And
Like
like
no
even
other
look at,
heel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you could throw as bad as much as I dislike him, and it's like, we talked about this earlier, how much of a waste of a talent, or they're not booking him correctly. Grayson Waller, Grayson Waller, he could essentially do the same stuff that Logan Paul is doing if he was booked that way.
and now you're putting Grayson Waller in a position to grow. Where like Logan Paul don't,
He don't need it.
yeah,
That's
he's
another
already,
situation that's Gunther like, right? Because Gunther is already made. He doesn't need the rub. Logan Paul, he's not a already made superstar in terms of accolades, but he is as far as pop and as far as,
is following.
yeah, he's already made. So
And
he
it's like
didn't.
the whole point of this vision
It's to make stars,
is to make stars of the future.
right?
That's why you have Braun Breaker in it. That's why you have Bronson
Bronson
Reed in
Reed,
it. That's why you have a theory on that's who I think is the masked man in it.
yeah,
Like, these
yeah.
are guys that are going to be
The next,
the next top stars for
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Which, I mean, realistically, in the age range, Logan Paul falls into that
He
when it
does.
comes to age range. But are we ever going to sit here and be like, Logan Paul is going to be a top guy in the W?
It depends. Because again, the way the company is going, we talked about ISO Speed. He's training. He's there. What's stopping other influencers and other creators from getting in there and training? Like, I'm not saying that they'll
I'm not
ever be
saying,
top of the top main
see,
eventing WrestleMania.
that was my question though.
I don't know.
I'm not
Like,
saying that other creators won't come in.
I think, like I said, I don't think there'll be night 2 main event WrestleMania, night 2 main event SummerSlam, but I think you'll see a world championship match from a content creator and they'll win. And it'll be on a night 1. It won't be like the main thing, but they'll win. It'll be like a Saturday night main event or something like that. And it'll be like a Logan Paul or ISO Speed or somebody else. And they'll win it. They won't hold it for long, but they'll win it. Just because WWE, they know how much money they can make off of that. It makes all the business sense to do it. They just they don't
Yeah,
want to do it
I
yet.
agree. I agree with you. I'm just saying, in what this faction of the Vision is looking to accomplish, you don't need to put Logan Paul in there to accomplish what you just said.
Yeah. No, you don't.
Logan Paul has already fought for the title like twice.
Yep.
Has
And
already won the
he won
US
the US
title.
title. Yep.
So like he don't need to be in this to like build him up for the
boost
future.
him up. Yeah, I mean, and he just had a whole program with Cena on his farewell tour. How many
Yeah,
people?
right.
How many people can claim that privilege?
Not to mention, he teamed with Cena and then had a program with Cena in his farewell tour.
Right.
So he took up
Two,
two of the appearances that we got on Cena's farewell tour.
and really more than that if you want to count the SmackDowns and the
Yeah, and
programs
the
and
the promos on the weekly television.
so he probably, honestly, that's probably the person that Cena's worked with the most since for his farewell tour. I think that actually is the person he's worked with the most as far as
That or
dates.
Cody,
Or Cody, yeah.
because
I mean, it's probably a close second.
I would say because technically Cody has 3 matches with him, not including the promos.
Promos, yeah. So, I mean, I guess, yeah.
Plus he's got the interaction with him at Elimination
WrestleMania.
Chamber when he
I thought you
turned
were gonna
heel.
say WrestleMania last year, even though Cena wasn't doing his.
No, I was talking.
But he came out
the heel turn.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know.
So it's like it's one of them two.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't.
Do I agree with, even if Logan Paul is second and not first? Do I agree with it? Logan Paul being that high up? No.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Cody's I understand because I see the story on what you were going to tell with Cody. I see where you were going with that story if everybody would have showed up.
The bald fraud.
Yeah.
That guy.
Bald fraud.
Yeah, but
and Pepsi Phil's
like I said,
voice.
Logan's probably a second most worked with. But again, like you said, do we agree with that? Because I'm in agreement with you. No, I don't agree with it, but I'll have to agree with it. But I can't make the call.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Right? So
yeah. All right. I think we did a pretty good job for our first one, though. I think this is going to be solid. I think we got a lot we can work with. But nah, so I think we'll just close it out with this, make sure, if you guys enjoy wrestling content, you guys want to be up to date on everything WWE, NXT, Ring of Honor, TNA, all that stuff. We cover all of that. So we try to keep our nose in all of that stuff, and we'll be on top of it. We're going to try to get at least, 2 podcasts. What are we thinking? 2 podcasts a week?
Yeah, probably 2 a week.
2 a week
to start off.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do.
2 a week to start off. We'll probably, PLE coverings.
Yeah.
Probably do some PLE live reactions.
Yep. And let us know in the comments too if y'all want to see that. Make sure to like and subscribe. Share the video. Any support y'all can bring.
Right in the Ropes Podcast, Instagram.
Yep. Right in the Ropes Podcast. Instagram, YouTube. We're gonna do X. We're gonna get all our socials together. We're actually working on our website now. So if you guys want to go in there, I'll make sure to put the link in the video for you guys. But you guys can go check it out.
Dates on anything that we're doing, timeline on pretty much just anything that we have going on at the moment.
All right, bro. You good? All right, G. It was a pleasure talking with you, bro. As always, I'll make sure to get up with you tomorrow. But I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.